Right, I'm back again, just temporarily, and it's the 5th of October. I just thought I'd give you a heads up of what's been going on because I've been so busy doing that roof. I had to undo some stuff that was done by, well, some other people, and do it again. Yeah, that was a bit annoying, and working on a roof ladder was just no fun at all. I can see now why they charge so much for doing roofs. They wanted between $35,000 and $40,000 to do this back end of this roof. It wasn't all that difficult, but it was straightening it up was a problem. Anyway, it's done. All I have to do is put the guttering on this back wall here. I'm going to go down and get some wood for that tomorrow to put on the fascia, so I've got something to put the guttering on. And that will be that. Treated timber. We're going to use treated timber, not just any old plank. Yeah, so the shop's shut today. So, yeah, so down here, Tony dropped off an LT230. That's after he drove over my roof sheets. This is a military box. It's off a Wolf. You can see by the ribs on the top, it's a late box. It says it's 2019 it was rebuilt, but that doesn't mean anything. These gearboxes, these transfer boxes, it could be blown up a week after they'd fitted them. The military are a bit rough with them. I don't know what ratio it is because the number's been ground off the casing, and I have no way of decoding the military numbers, and I'm not really bothered. He's going to have a bushing in from JP, and also they're losing the handbrake mechanism and putting a disc brake conversion on. Why, I don't know, but this car's not going to be really used off-road. But over here we can see, or is it over here? No, it's over here. The R380 is here, it's in bits. Somebody took it to bits and they didn't want to put it back together again. So that's going to be a bit of a jigsaw, having a look at that. Before we order anything, I'm going to go through everything and see what he needs. I'll probably do that sometime next week. It needs a rebuild kit for both boxes from Ashcroft, and also he's asked to have the heavy duty bearings put in the rear casing. Well, I've got one here, but I haven't tested it yet, so I really don't know what it's like. So I suggested he gets one from Ashcroft's, which in turn means sending the rear extension housing to Ashcroft's for them to machine, and then bring it back, and we can see what we're up against and put that in. It's also going to have a high ratio 5th gear put into it. New bearings, a full rebuild kit from Ashcroft. There's going to be quite a bit of money goes into this. The engine they've got is a HS 2.8 with an even bigger turbo and tuned up. And I said, as soon as I know that, your warranty's not going to be very long at all. Not long at all. 90 days, that's all I'll give you. Because, you know, you just don't know with all these tuned up engines what they've done. I mean, these gearboxes are on the limit anyway as standard. Now you're sort of making them beefier and stuff like this. It doesn't always work. I don't know. I don't like doing things for tuned up engines. I really, really don't know. I'd rather stick with something that's standard and say, no, this is going to be good. But yeah, tuned up stuff, no. Anyway, that's my preference. I probably can see down here, this was another job I was supposed to be doing, but well, it turned out to be very, very expensive. The extended fronts for Defenders. I've got a mould made here. There's the mould, and I had 3 mouldings made from that. But the guys didn't dress them up, so that's more work, and like I said, they weren't cheap, but they are very heavy fiberglass. I think they're about 1/4 of an inch thick, which gives you opportunity to do stuff. The plastic ones, I don't know, I think somebody said that you can get them from Britpart or somebody like that. I wouldn't be surprised, but over here nobody's got any. Am I going to sell them? I don't know. I know a customer wants one at least, but I'll never recoup my money from them, so tough titty, innit? Might do there again. It's either get this or pay tax, so who cares? My tax years ended up very shortly, so you might as well have something to show for it. Yeah, that's about it really. Like I say, it's just been tidying up the yard, getting things sorted out. Still haven't found the owner for that 90. Looks like that's going to be there for a long time. Yeah, there's not much to report really, because you know, we've just been chasing the weather because it's been really nice, and I wanted to get this job done before the bad weather comes in. Like I say, what's it now, 5th of October? It won't be long before this nice weather changes to cold. We've already had some frosty mornings, and that's it. Also, I seem to be flat out changing tyres and things for people, which I don't really like doing, but you know, like Jim helped me do the roof, so I changed his tyres and stuff like that for him, so it's not too bad. Yeah, that's about it really. All the wood's in for winter, all the wood pellets are all bought and in. Yeah, it's been bloody hectic. So plans coming up are to get the old microscope out and look at some bearings, especially in this one here, and see if they're salvageable again. See if we can use them and compare them against some brand new ones when they come. Also, Alfred suggested to do some tests on the R380 that's still on the bench, hasn't moved, for the oil pressure, see what sort of oil pressure it's putting out. It hasn't got a relief valve in it, it's just a gear pump inside, but it'd be curious to know. That little setup I had with the external filter was just an experiment, just to see what we could do and if it's possible. And I'll tell you for the reason why we didn't take it any further, because we haven't got a car to fit it to. Well, I could put it in my pickup, I suppose. But I don't know if it's going to catch on any exhaust mountings or engine mountings. I really have no idea. It should do, because I noticed in this box here, there's a genuine one. Just wait a minute. Yeah, back again. Here it is. This is the one from the Wolf, because it had an oil cooler on the transmission. This is where the thermostat goes in. So it'll be an interesting thing to do some experiments on this to see, before we fit it, what it actually does. You can see the ports on here. They're obviously steel pipes, and they're the same sort of pipe that goes to your oil cooler out of your engine, out of the 300 TDI type style, with a little O-ring at the bottom. It's not a conical fit. You can see also, just having a quick look, it's on 3 bolts, not 2. But you can see how large it is. So what we'll do is we'll clean all this lot up and we'll find out how it works. And you can see there it's been pinned over where they've drilled a port. So there must be a port in here that opens and closes so that cold oil will circulate back from, where does it go, from the bottom to the top. And then when it's warm, that will shut off and allow oil to go around and go this way. Yeah, it must go this way, round and back through this port here. I'm pointing all over the place, I don't know what I'm doing. But it would be interesting to see how that actually works. Yeah. So something to look forward to. Tune in. Let's see what happens. But like I said, for the next couple of days, what day is it today? Sunday. I might not be able to do this until about Wednesday, Thursday, or have a look at this and get into it, because I've got other things to do, as you do. See ya.